Hi there, it's Miss Colliver. I wanted to talk to you a little bit today about that bored feeling that we all get from time to time. You know, right now that we're all home and we're not going out too much, it can be a little bit challenging to find things to do. I don't want you to be feeling that, oh, I'm bored, I'm frustrated, I don't know what to do. I want to give you some ideas of things that you can do that are very unique and interesting. You don't have to go any place to do them. You can do them in your own yard. Go to a park and look around. I'm just in my backyard. I'm just laying in the grass, and I wanted to show you some things. You know, there's little wildflowers growing everywhere. I have no idea what the name of this flower is, but it's very unique, and the color is so brilliant. And there's different parts of the flower that you can look up on the internet. Different kinds of flowers. Here's one. Little tiny purple bells. I think it's a little gray hyacinth, but it was growing wild in my backyard. You might even decide that these little tiny bells are some type of little bell that's rung for a special purpose. You might use your imagination and come up with a story about something like that. Here's another one. It's a little tiny purple flower that grows on a vinca vine. There's amazing things you can find just by looking in your backyard. This one right here, I don't know if you can see it, but it's like one of my favorites. I've always liked this one. It's totally a wild one. But when I was a kid, I used to pretend that the top of this, the very top of this, was like a crown for some tiny little fairy or some tiny little creature. It's fun to use your imagination. How about just looking at the different kinds of leaves that there are? This one's a maple. How about this one? Different shape. It's fun to just look and notice those things around you. Here's one, a little tiny one, and it actually has a little seed on the end of it. You know, when these get really large in the trees and the wind blows them away in the late summer, early fall, these little wings will become very large and they'll spin in the air, a little whirling. So it's fun to notice those things. How about just a clover? You can go looking for clover. You can see if you can find four-leaf clovers. It's fun to go and see those things. How about just studying grass that grows really large and it hasn't been mowed yet? Look at the seeds on that. It's very interesting. You know, there are a lot of things that you can do. You don't need to be bored. Things that are just very interesting and they're all the way around you. You know what? You can go find some sticks. You might even can break them into little bits. Listen to them crackle and pop. It's a lot of fun. You might even build something. You might even break enough of these that you could build like a little log cabin. It's kind of fun to build things, little shapes. Get some string or some little pieces of grass and wind them together and build things just with things you find in your backyard. You might even decide that you'll take a little tiny thing that goes in the garden and you'll build things around it with things that you find. There's so many things you can do outside. So many things if you use your imagination, your mind, and your eyes. I don't want you to be bored. I want you to look for the wonderful things around you. Remember, you are creative, you are imaginative, and there is an amazing world all the way around you. Just go take a peek and find it. Until next time, remember to show respect, which is using your manners and showing courtesy always. And remember, we want to mind the first time. Talk to you later.